Hey everyone, and today we're diving straight into an official university cybersecurity campaign blueprint to really demystify password safety for your everyday life. We're going to break down some absolutely critical, yet surprisingly simple ways to protect your personal information. If you've ever felt totally overwhelmed by all the cybersecurity jargon out there, well, you're in the right place. We're keeping this actionable, visual, and incredibly straightforward. Let's get into it.
So I want you to imagine looking at your phone right now, and suddenly, out of nowhere, this unexpected alert pops up on your screen. Just a stark, simple message. New login detected. I mean, it's a notification practically all of us have seen at least once, and let's be honest, it literally never happens at a convenient time.
It instantly triggers this sinking feeling in your stomach, right? You immediately ask yourself, was that me? Your mind just starts racing. Like, did I leave a browser tab open on my work computer? Is my partner logging into our shared streaming account? Or is some complete stranger sitting halfway across the globe currently snooping through my personal emails? And here is the scary part. As the source material really highlights here, a single vulnerability can unravel your entire digital safety net. The truth is, modern cybercriminals don't usually need to hack their way through some massive, sophisticated firewall to get to you. One weak password is very often all it takes to just unlock the front door. But today, we're going to learn exactly how to stop that. Let's kick things off with Section 1, the skeleton key problem, and the massive danger of password reuse. When you reuse the exact same password across multiple platforms, you are essentially creating a digital skeleton key that unlocks everything in your life. You might think, oh, using the same login for some random shopping site and my main bank account is just easier to remember. But what you're actually doing is wiring all of your digital vaults to one single point of failure. Because here is the reality. One breach equals total compromise. If just one obscure, poorly secure shopping site suffers a data breach, attackers instantly have the golden ticket to your bank account and your personal email. They don't have to breach your highly secure bank. No way. They just wait for the smaller website to get hacked, take that reused password, and immediately plug it into every major platform out there. Which brings us to Section 2, how cyber attacks happen. Or in other words, stealing the key. Forget the Hollywood movie tropes of a hacker furiously typing green code in a dark basement. Most of the time, it's way simpler. First step, we have phishing emails. These rely entirely on deception rather than high-tech hacking skills. They just trick you into voluntarily handing over your information. You'll get an email that looks exactly like it's from your bank or a delivery service claiming there's a billing issue. The second you click their link and type in your password, boom, you've literally just handed them your key. Next is good old-fashioned password guessing. This is where attackers just try obvious dictionary words or personal details. If your password is your dog's name, your birth year, or please tell me it isn't password 123, attackers will figure it out in no time. They literally scrape public info from your social media to make these highly educated guesses. And if guessing doesn't work, there's the brute force attack. This is where they use automated software to rapidly guess thousands upon thousands of combinations until it finally cracks the code. A computer program can test millions of short, weak passwords in seconds. So if your password is too short, a brute force attack will eventually break in through sheer, relentless mathematical persistence. So how do we fix this? Section 3, building a strong passphrase, which is your very first line of defense. Instead of creating this complex jumble of characters like password 10, which, by the way, is incredibly frustrating for a human to remember, but super easy for a computer to brute force, the University Blueprint recommends a much longer, highly memorable passphrase. Think something like blue coffee at morning 2026. It paints a really vivid mental picture for you, making it easy to recall, but the sheer length makes it mathematically impossible for automated software to crack in any reasonable amount of time. So when you're making yours, the crucial thing is to hit this specific checklist. You want to make it at least 12 characters long, and you got to mix in uppercase letters, lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols, the whole shebang. As long as you hit those criteria, you can string together a random, unrelated words that create a fun image in your head. It is a massive, massive upgrade to your security. But we can't stop there. Section 4, the two-factor shield, for doubling your security. Because look, even with the greatest passphrase in the world, you still need a backup, just in case someone does manage to phish your credentials. Enter two-factor authentication, or 2FA. It's a super simple 3-step process. After you enter your password, you have to provide a secondary temporary verification code before it actually lets you in. This means even if a hacker steals your amazing new passphrase, they are stopped completely dead in their tracks at step 2 because they don't have that temporary code that was just sent directly to your personal phone. All right, let's bring all of this together. Section 5, protect your digital life and how to take action today. Security really isn't just about understanding the concepts in a video. It's about putting them into practice. Protect your password, protect your privacy, protect your digital life. The campaign uses this incredibly powerful rule of three to remind us exactly what is at stake. When you protect your password, you aren't just securing a login screen. You are actively shielding your privacy and keeping your entire digital world safe from exploitation. By simply checking off these 4 final steps, you're effectively locking down your digital presence against the vast majority of out there threats. Use strong passphrases. Never reuse those passwords. Enable two-factor authentication everywhere you possibly can, and always stay alert for deceptive phishing emails.
So I want to leave you with this final thought before your next login. Is your digital life truly protected? Or are you still using a skeleton key? Take just a few minutes today to upgrade that old, reused password to a strong passphrase and flip on 2FA. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I highly encourage you to take these simple steps right now to secure your digital world.